Hi guys, I had the chance to sit down with perhaps one of the most famous, skillful, and beautiful female MMA fighters in Romania for what I think it was a very heartfelt, genuine interview. But before that, I would like you to enjoy the next clip. Cine stă la masa mea? Cine împarte acum? Cine poate să-mi răspundă? L-aș plăti într-o secundă, secundă din viața mea, când răspunsul mi-l va da. Iar cine stă la masa mea și bea o cafea? Așa se fac sarumalele. All right. From sunny California to cloudy Birmingham, right? Is that where you're from, Alice Ardelean?
Exactly. From cloudy England, Birmingham.
Cloudy. I mean, there's a cloud above every person right now. I feel it. So no matter where you're at, it's a cloud. The sun might be shining, but we try to break through this cloud. It's above everybody else. It's all of us right now. Anyway, so my name is Frincu. I am from Los Angeles. I'm from Romania. I'm in Los Angeles, California with Alice Ardelean. Let's give it a round of applause, everybody. For those who don't know me, I'm a coach. I'm a mentor from a world champion wrestler, performance coach. I'm the owner of Results Personal Training in Sherman Oaks, California. For those who don't know Alice, she's from Romania, an MMA fighter, and just look at her, just for herself. So, Alice, hi.
Hi, Leo. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing. Couldn't be better right now. Thank you for joining me. So the reason I asked you to talk to me, the reason I want to talk to you is because you have a story. I think you have an incredible story. You overcome a lot of obstacles, and I want you to share that side of you with your audience and obviously with mine, because we can all learn from it. So I would like you to take it from here.
All right. So yeah, this is my story. Like, it's a bit sad, don't cry, but
no, if you get me to cry, it's a good thing. I haven't cried in a while, and I'm ready at any given moment.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. So before you start, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Before you start,
all right.
I'm gonna tell us, who are you? Tell us something about you. Where are you from? What are you doing? Who are you? Why am I even sitting down with you? Go ahead.
Well, I'm Alice. Yeah, you already introduced me. I'm from Romania. Like you, I left Romania because it didn't really give me too many opportunities, and I left. I went to Germany. Yeah, things were great at the beginning, but then they started to shatter. So then I moved here in England, where I continued with my sport.
What do you do, Alice? I mean, what do you do?
Well, I'm training at the moment, and I'm working.
Are you like a fencer, or what are you? Are you a handball player? What are you? What are you training for? What are you?
I'm an MMA fighter. I'm an MMA fighter.
Are you an MMA? What?
Yeah, I'm an MMA fighter. Look at me. Feel my gains.
Wow. I mean, you're not a model?
Well, I wish.
Wow.
Well, I am a model, but like a different type of a model.
So you are an MMA fighter, right? Like
yes.
In a cage fighter. Is that what you do?
In a cage, yes. Bloody fights and all sorts of crazy things for a normal person.
You must never get hit in the face. And look at the way you look. I mean, did you ever get hit in the face?
Well, if you look at some of my fights, I mean, 80% of my fights, I'm bloody, like literally my face is blood. And then I recover. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm some sort of an alien or
natural
something.
Beauty. Is that what, would you call yourself a natural beauty?
Yes, I'm a natural beauty.
Great. I mean, look at that. That's a great. They look great, by the way. It's
Thank
just
you.
period, whatever, you know, MMA, non-MMA fighter, you look great. So, okay, so you're an MMA fighter. Tell us something about, because the reason there's a, how do we know each other? I know you have a story. I know. I wanted to share your story with your audience and my audience. How do we met each other? Like,
Right. So we met each other. I mean, I was stalking you. I already knew who are you, what you doing, and everything else.
okay.
But then we met when in a really difficult time of my life, like because I'm gonna tell you all my story. So
What was wrong with you that time of your life?
yeah. So obviously, you know, I'm a fighter. I have to fight to a like certain category, and like all my yeah, and I fight at 52. I normally weigh 62, so it's a bit of a really big difference.
I'm talking kilograms here.
Yes, and I have a really heavy sweet tooth. Literally, like I could eat
chocolate.
Anything.
You like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
You love chocolate. Okay.
Yes.
Do you love chocolate more than you love fighting? Which one do you love more?
At one point of my life, yes. At one, yes.
Is that time of your life that you're talking about, and your
exactly.
that back then? Okay, so so you love chocolate. You're going through some hard times. Expand on that, please.
Right. So because all my life I really I was struggling with the weight. People were laughing about me because I was a bit chubby when I was a bit like young. So I started to.
What you said?
Yes, people were laughing about me, like because I was a bit chubby. Sorry?
They were laughing at you?
No, yeah, some like people from high school, people from, you know, friends but not friends. They were laughing about that, or you know.
Can you stand up a little bit for people to see that how you look now? Do you mind?
I'll
have your pants on?
All I can do is that.
You don't have your pants on? Why'd you stand up?
No, I don't actually. I don't.
Are you serious? You don't have your pants on?
Oh my God, I'm shy now. I don't.
Stand up.
No, I can't.
Are you serious? You don't have your pants? I mean, what are you doing? You just.
Hey, it's a meeting. Like everything here, everything down is gone.
Wow. So you don't have any pants on, right? Great.
No, I don't.
I bet everybody wants to see you standing up now. So yeah, wow. Well, so you go up and like half naked with at meetings? Is that what you do?
I'm half naked. I am indeed half naked.
Wow. Wow. This thing turn.
18 plus. 18 plus. We don't. I don't.
So we make sure we put that in that if you have to be 18 years and older to watch this video. So now you can stand up for us. Okay, so let's move on.
All right.
So you're chubby, and when you're little, and people are laughing at you.
And I was always struggling to make weight. Then I started to do MMA, which was good for me because I had a reason to lose weight. Okay, so everything went okay. I've done a bit of a sauna. I was not professional. I didn't know anything. So I had a colleague, yeah. So I know how hard it is when you were struggling to make the weight for a fight. And before, like 1 hour before the fight, he ate an apple.
Okay.
He ate an apple, me knowing that how hard it is to make weight, even like 50 grams, because it's the weight in.
He ate an apple.
He ate an apple, and I was like to him,
I mean, a lot of people
like, I don't, that doesn't make any sense. You eating an apple after 1 hour, like you almost died in the bathtub. You eating an apple now. What was his response was like, oh, I'm gonna throw it up anyway.
Okay, so let's to people who don't know. So you're cutting weight, which means you probably haven't eaten for a while. You're struggling to break a sweat in the sauna to shed that few pounds or 1 kilo that you have left. And I'm assuming your friend was in the same situation. Both of you guys struggle last stretch to lose that last 50 grams. And 3 hours before the weigh-ins, when you after you you weigh in, you're allowed to eat as much as you can, but you're not there yet. And you were in a sauna with this guy or whatever, this person, and then he would have brought his lunchbox and start eating apples. And you're like, what the hell are you doing, right?
Yeah, I was shocked. Like, what are you doing? Like, you almost
just wait
died.
another 3 hours to eat after you weigh in, right? Is that what you said?
Not even 3 hours. It was 1 hour away.
That's just wait another hour to so you can eat your apple, so you can weigh in, so you can qualify to fight. But he's like,
and I was like, he said to me, "Well, I'm gonna throw it up anyway."
wow.
I was like, "What? What are you doing?" I'm gonna throw it up. And then my mind, my brilliant mind went, oh, so that means you can eat as much chocolate as you want and you ain't gonna get fat, you ain't gonna get calories, you're not gonna get the guilt.
Yeah,
because you're gonna just eat everything that you can and just go up, put your fingers in your mouth and throw up everything. Done.
All right, so you saw that and you learned a new skill. I'm assuming you were exposed to a new skill.
A trick, how to trick it, trick my body. Desire to eat as much chocolate. Like,
so, and then what happens?
This is what I've done. Like I fell in this like infinite circle of like eating, throwing up, eating, throwing up. I was training at, like, think about it. When you feel bad and you go to the toilet and throw up, how are you feeling after that? Like,
well, I mean, and most people, when they throw up, they don't feel good, period. That's why they throw up. But I'm not sure. I haven't, because my story, I did try that. I was in the same situation as you, training for cutting weight for a competition, for a tournament. This guy eat a big peach, exactly similar to a big peach, and we both weigh like, is like, I mean, how do you eat that and you still weigh the same? And I did. He told me the trick: stick your fingers in your throat. And I did. I stick two fingers, and I think my whole 4 fingers, I put them down my throat, and I couldn't. I scratched I couldn't. It was so painful. I tried that, and that did not work for me. So obviously it worked for you.
Oh, it worked very well for me. Like, I ended up having, obviously I really, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, like, up my throat. And
whatever you want here.
Well, yeah, and like I had scar tissue on my knuckles, because when you throw up, you always touch your knuckles with your teeth. Wow. Your teeth are starting to get really bad, like, and I keep seeing that image of me doing that, and after that my whole system was like upside down, and I felt like I'm dizzy all the time. But then all the time I was going to train after that. Wow. Even, oh, you know what was that, like, the worst thing that I had, I was trying to get 52 for a fight, and I lost 4.5 kgs in a bath tube. What did I do after I lost all that? Like 3 hours I stand in that bath tube, like, to sweat 5 kgs. What did I do after that? I couldn't hold myself. I drank a Monster energy drink. Do you even realize what's like -5 kg dehydration? What did I do? I drank, like, I'm gonna drink this once.
What did you do with that after that? Did you throw that up too? I mean,
of course, I went to the toilet, stick my fingers in, like, throwing up everything.
So you can, I mean, it's based on your story, and I mean, you totally had a disorder, eating disorder, bulimia. You're totally bulimic, throwing up on a regular basis.
Feeling guilty. Even if I was eating healthy, I felt the guilt. Even if I was eating a broccoli.
So that is a serious problem. That's a serious problem. That usually you lose your teeth when you do that, because the acid of your stomach acid. I mean, it's a very bad. I mean, it burns your throat. That's terrible. So,
and also, you know what? Everything that's like health, but I was spending every single day around 20-30 euros, because I was in Germany. Euros almost every day. Just think about, like, in 10 days I was spending 300 pounds for something that I ate and I threw up.
Right,
That's
yeah.
a lot of,
Terrible. It's a lot of money. That's very expensive. I
that's
mean,
a lot of
like
money.
emotional damage and physical, it's also financial. Uh, it took a financial hit. So let me ask you something. So I mean, this is terrible. I mean, this is like, a lot of people do that. I mean, a lot of people that we don't know. So how did you come? Are you still bulimic? Are you still throwing up right now?
No,
How did you? I mean,
I am happy to
how did you
say,
get help? Did you get
right.
the
So
doctor? Did you?
that was, I've been to the doctor, but what did I do after I went out from the psychologist? I said, oh, you know what? I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I went home after the psychologist session.
The
I've
therapy?
done the same thing, but doesn't matter. So 9 December 2016, guess who came into my DMs? Oh my God, I was
DM. What's a DM? People don't understand.
like direct message, like
It's
into
like,
my
message like in your inbox.
you appeared into my life. You, Leo Frincu, appeared into my life. I mean, I was stalking you and I was like, you know, crazy about you because I was reading your, I mean, I was watching your videos because you have some motivational videos and I was like mad and I was sharing and everything else. And every time I felt sad, I was going there and like, I knew you was always there with everything. So,
Tell
yeah.
us, Noah, people go to a lot of therapy for this stuff with bulimia. They're like really the serious disorder. How did you come out of it?
Right. So it was hard. It was damn hard. Like yeah. So I spoke with you that like I spoke with you online first. Like we were texting and you was giving me some advices. Obviously after that you give me a phone call, a 30 minutes phone call. Yeah.
I remember.
I was trying.
I remember that day. I said, I got 30 minutes. I'll give you 30 minutes. Go. Yes.
Yes. I was trying to speak something. You said, shut up and listen. I was like, okay. So you told me, you really motivated me. Like, you told me some things that really made sense. Like, do yourself 2 eggs every morning, blah, blah, like anything that, you know, and I was like, you were one of my idols and anything that you say is cool. Anything that you say, I'll do. So I started, you know, because I was in Germany, I was sad. Also, you told me like, grow some balls and get out of your comfort zone and leave if you're not happy, because I was not happy. And that's why I was keep doing this bulimia. I was happy eating, but I was not happy on the outside.
So so you're happy eating, but you're not happy with yourself, with the life that you had, with everything that was happening around you.
I was talking with myself in the mirror saying, how can you do this? Like, are you gonna die? Because obviously you can't die from this.
Terrible.
Like after each session, I was having my red eyes, my swollen red eyes. Think about when you throw up, all your blood's coming to your face. I was having my red eyes. I was crying, saying that I'm not gonna do it. And after 3 hours, 5 hours, I've done it again. But like I said,
so you had a 30 minutes because I want our audience to get something out of it. So you got a 30 minutes phone call, and what did you took away from that 30 minutes phone call that you and I had? What did What changed?
I obviously tried to arrange my life with eating. I was trying to eat avocado with 2 eggs and 1 slice of toast, like you said, every single morning. And obviously get your baggages and leave. I was next week on that time, I was on my way to UK. Honestly, I said, okay, I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to do it. I'm really motivated. This man knows what he's saying. I'm just going to, I trust him. I trust him. I'm going to do it. I went. So I started here slowly. I don't say I did it was hard because it's really hard to get rid of this disease and many people can't.
Okay, wait, but I want people to learn something. So you got the phone call, you pack your bags, you left. When you say it was hard, what was it hard about? What was hard about when you say it was hard to get rid of it? Why? What was hard and why?
So it was hard to get the feeling of guilt, even if I would eat like broccoli, I still felt, oh, I ate broccoli, I'm gonna get fat, I'm not gonna make my weight for the fights, I'm not gonna look good, I'm gonna be fat.
Okay, so okay, so that existed before. So what did you say to yourself when that voice came out and told you this? What did you ask that voice?
All right, so I literally I said, because I trust you so much, I knew like, if I'm listening to this guy, I am gonna get rid of this disease that's like destroying my life. You can't have kids if you keep doing. I didn't have period for, I don't know, 7-8 months.
So you're in a lot of pain, emotionally. You're in a lot of pain, physically, obviously.
Yes. So that's why I was like, I trusted you.
So you.
I knew you saying.
So you said.
Well,
you said to yourself, "Don't listen to that voice. Listen to that guy."
Yes, exactly.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. So because I want, if you're watching this, and you're going through same thing what Alice went through, get help. Don't try to fix, don't listen to that voice who tells you that you're not worthy, you're shameful, that puts you down. Don't listen. Stop listening to that voice and start listening to somebody else's voice.
You honestly need to get help. Like, it's
so you did this, and it was, so what was the hardest part, like that the obstacle that you had that you encountered and you had to overcome during this challenge, obviously, to get better? What was the hardest thing that you can say, I had a hard time with this? What was that?
Right. The hardest time was like, when you're going out with your friends, you're going out to eat. Like, I didn't eat for all day, so my mom said, let's go have a bit of I don't know, a waffle, whatever, once a week, like, let's say the cheat day. But I still felt the guilt. The guilt was the worst.
Every time, so you tell me that every time, because I'm trying to understand, every time you went out of the broccoli, the regiment that I obviously subscribe to you, every time you went out, try to live a normal life, you felt the shame, the guilt. What are you doing? This is
every single time. I couldn't even go out to enjoy myself.
What did you do then, in that moment when you had that problem, and that when you're out and you have the fucking waffle in front of you, what did you do?
Well, I ate the waffle, but what did I do after that? I went to the toilet in that fucking restaurant and throwing up, or rushing home from wherever I was, because I was rushing that the waffle not digest inside me too fast, so I can throw it up.
Oh my God, terrible. So when did you feel like you kind of went over? What, obviously, this is wasn't nothing different than before. So, but what was your first time when you actually succeeded at it? Said, I didn't throw it up, and I feel the shame and feel the guilt, but I stuck with it and I didn't do it. When did you remember that day?
Right, I do remember that day. I was reading an article of, I was reading before, but I don't know, that day I was just reading an article. I had my boyfriend as well, so I was reading an article saying that you can't have kids, because if you're doing this all your life, your system is fucked up. You just can't have kids. You can't have kids. And in that very moment, I was so shocked, afraid that, I mean, it's not like I want to have kids now, but I will at one point. And I said to myself, like, if I love this guy so much, I'm not going to be able to, if we are getting in life, like married and stuff like that, I'm not going to be able to have kids.
Be able to to have kids, period. And that, do you think that was the tipping point where you said, I can't be doing this?
That was the last moment when I remember me throwing up. Like, that was the last day. Like,
the last day. Okay.
I don't know. The last day. That was crucial. I don't even know. Like, me not having kids, even if, I don't know. Because now if I'm thinking, but I don't know. It's
Okay.
just that you need a reason, like a big.
Well, obviously, yeah, the difficulty of sticking with the regiment and doing the right thing, it's definitely that's helpful, but to a certain extent where you need something that really hits home and they say it makes you, and I give you the strength and motivation to really do the right thing and overcome that. Wow, this is an amazing story. Because the reason I want, and again, most people, what would you have to say to, because they have, you are well known in Romania and European and MMA world, and you have a lot of fans. But yes, you have a lot of people that criticize you, right? Is that right?
A lot, like
People.
I
Why do
can't believe how many they are.
you think these people hate you so much?
Well, well, sports wise, some people are just standing in behind of a TV and eating bird seeds. I don't think in America they eating bird seeds, but and they just criticize. Oh well, you lost that fight. Oh, you don't know that. But
the keyboard, they call it keyboard warriors, right? Is that what it is?
yes,
Keyboard warriors.
them
They
ones.
stay behind the screen and then they criticize. So you have this, but because they don't like you because whatever you lost. You think that's why? Or do you think another thing? Do you think there's people that are not your fans, the haters, so to speak, hate you because you have confidence, because you're beautiful? Because I see a lot of people I see a lot of girls, beautiful girls. They get some, you know.
People can get jealous. Unfortunately, people can get jealous. Like, I'm jealous sometimes on like some things, but then I'm trying to, work hard to like at least get to that level. Like, I don't know how to explain. I'm not really a hater. I don't.
What do you have to say to these people that, or first of all, what do you have to say to girls that are in your situation, that they struggle with their body image, with their eating? What would you say to them if you were?
Well, first of all, like you need to get help. Like that's the first thing. You can't do it by yourself. It's just impossible. It's impossible to do it. You need people around you to stay with you all the time, so you don't have time to think about, oh, I need to go and eat and throw up. Because
What would you say to yourself if you talk to yourself like you're in that situation, dealing with bulimia and throwing up and feeling shameful and hurt? What would you say to yourself now, looking back, that will make you, that what would you need to hear back then that will make you feel better? Is there anything? What would, if
it's a really interesting question.
I'm on a chair right now, and you are Alice, and you're broken, and you need help, and you need somebody to talk to you. What would you say to yourself?
Well, you know what? Like, it's hard. Like, because even then, when I remember, people keep telling me, Alice, is not good what you're doing because of this, because of that.
Like you didn't know.
I keep receiving all sorts of advices, all sorts of everything. But the thing is, first of all, it has to came from you. You have to feel
What would you
inside.
say to yourself? Stop going around the
Oh my God.
What would you say to yourself? Talk to yourself. Your own self, broken, depressed, hurt.
Like, I honestly, because no advices help me unless yours, because that's where it all started.
Now you've been through it. You've done the work. You put in the work. You recover bulimic. So you've done it. What would you say to yourself based on what you have experienced? What would you say to yourself?
That's really like the only thing I have in my mind is like literally that, like, doesn't matter. That's the first advice. You need to get help. You need to speak with people. You must not stay alone.
Would you think that something like, Alice, everything's gonna be okay. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful the way you are. The food is not your enemy. Just give me your hand. Would you give yourself a hug?
See, I would, but it wouldn't help. It wouldn't help.
Shut up for a second. Just take a deep breath, lean back. You're
Right.
broke. See yourself. You're in pain. Stop fucking
Um,
preaching. That's not the right time. That's not the right thing to do to preach for someone who's in pain. Why would just think about this? Take a deep breath. You see somebody in pain. You're gonna tell him like started teaching him how to do a better next time? No. So what do you
no,
do to someone that's
obviously
in pain?
you would comfort him.
Exactly.
Like,
So what would you think? What do you think you needed then, and you didn't give to yourself?
well, I think I needed more love.
Love. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I needed
So
love, love. I needed love because I felt that like, because I was alone, so I didn't felt love. I was talking with my family, but I needed love, like there with me
love.
all the time. Alice, love, love.
So how would you give yourself love? If you go back, you're in a chair, you're not feeling well, what would you give yourself love? What would you say to yourself, or what would you even do to show yourself love?
Right. I would probably like be there as in for like.
I'm you on a chair broken. Talk to me as if you were talking to
Oh
yourself. I'm broken.
my
I'm
goodness,
depressed.
Alice. I know you've been through a lot of like hard situation, but things will get better. You only have to work on it harder. And I'm here to offer you all the love that you need, like anything in this world that would maybe make you feel better. And I don't know, I'm here. I'm holding your hand. I'm
Here for you. So that's the thing. So why? So because it's a very important, because a lot of people feel like that in this situation, and then a lot of people come and say you shouldn't do that. They start preaching, start. No, it's not the time. So it's just show them love, hold your hand. You nothing wrong with you. You're just beautiful the way you are. Everything's gonna be okay. Give me a hand. We can do this together, right?
yeah.
Wonderful. Because it's very important. Because it's very important because people need to know that doesn't matter if you're beautiful, doesn't matter if you're tough in the ring, doesn't matter if you punch. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that's, I think that's it's a very crucial, and that get you out of that and get a lot of people out of it. And a lot of people look at you and you're beautiful, you have the world to your feet, but nobody really knows what
Yeah,
who's
that
going
I'm actually dead inside.
uh,
That
you
I'm
actually
actually
what?
dead. And that I'm actually dead on the inside. Like I'm dying. Like
You're not dead, you're dying. You're
I'm
dying.
dying.
I said it's better
So
dead, because you're not, when I look at you now, you have personality, you got a nice attitude, and you have skills. You're not completely dead. So you die inside. Well, a lot of people might feel the same.
yeah. And you, you just have to like, because I had people around me, but they never gave me the love, the like, just Alice, don't do it anymore. Like Alice, just don't eat. Like just why are you eating that much? Just don't eat.
They
But
try to fix you. They try to.
it doesn't help. Like I'm trying.
Yeah, they try to fix you, but they didn't try to understand. They didn't try to be there for you.
Yeah, that's why I said I never get the real advice. Like just Alice,
Until you
why
call.
you do it?
Until you call me.
Until yes, exactly. And then everything changed. Like I said, 1 week after I was on the way to England, and I'm really happy now. Like the training here was nice. I started wrestling. I started new stuff in my life. And I started fresh everything, and I healed. I healed from this disease. And there's so many people out there that like they just can't. Like
Great.
I'll read about it, but
That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you today, because I wanted people that know you, that people that don't like you, they really need to understand that even when you're on top of your game, even when you're in cage, throwing punches and beating up other people and performing and showing that you're tough outside, you never know how that person really feels inside. You never really know what that person is really going through inside. You might not see it from outside, but that person might need a lot of help inside. So every time when you guys, before you try to point the finger, before you try to throw the first stone, think about it. Just think about it. Maybe that person doesn't need a lesson. Maybe that person doesn't need to be criticized. Maybe that person just needs a hug. Maybe that person just needs somebody to be there for them. Would you
Yeah.
agree with me?
And yes, I had that hug came from you, from the person that I would expect less, because I would have never thought that Leo Frincu would ever speak to me.
Oh, look at us now talking back and forth.
Yeah.
Great. Anyway, so Al, thank you very much for coming in. I mean, I think you I still believe that you should stand up, and there's turn off that light behind you. You forgot to turn off that light. All right, so stand up and do that. And anyways, thank you for coming. I hope somebody will look at that and will finally get to know you a little more, a little better than they did before, and it's very wonderful. Thank you.
Also, if they needed, I mean, I'm online all the time. Like, I'm literally, especially now with the quarantine.
How can somebody find you? If somebody want to find you, how can they?
It is on Facebook or Instagram. It's literally my name. It's Alice Ardelean, whatever.
Very Romanian. You're probably gonna misspell that couple
well, simple thing, like go on Google, write Alice MMA Romania, and you will find my name and everything you need to know, or advices or anything. Like I'm available.
You're a very special human being, and if you want, guys, if you guys want to know, reach me at any given time. Go to Instagram as well at Leo Frincu, LeoFrincu. Alice, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm really glad.
Really think a lot of people should listen to this and get to know you a little more before talking a lot of crap about you, right? Anyway,
they should.
Hope you guys enjoyed this little interview. Send us your comments, your suggestions. Have a great day. Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy.
Have a great day, guys.
From California and Birmingham, right?
Woo! Yeah, Birmingham, UK.
With love. Lots of love from Alice Ardelean.
And hugs.
And hugs. Air hugs. Wonderful.